Man, this game is so fucking addicting. Check.
Why is it cheaper to buy unhealthy Well, I got so much money to go get your produce from the store. Now, yeah, Donald Trump, Elon Musk, they must want to do something right.
All right, fellas, he's not going to answer that question. Eric Espinosa has a better question. My man Eric Espinosa said, how?
This shit's addicting as fuck.
Big shout out to
Still shooting fire. bitch. God damn. Oh, shit. Oh. That's the only bad thing about this character, man. You gotta wait for the balls to come back. And that shit, fuck. It's about to fuck me right here, man. Every fucking time. Fuck. Fucking ridiculous, man. I don't even got the health for this shit. I don't even got the fucking health for this. This is trash. His ass. Only got one tap. Alright. Fucking one tap. Shit going on, man. Come on, bitch. Yeah. No! Come here, bitch. Come here. Yeah, bitch. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Fuck. Whew. Oh, close as fuck. That's all I need.
don't think that he is innocent because not so
It's not the best player in the world, or it's not the most talented.
Valuable means valuable means what?
Derrick Rose was more valuable to the Chicago Bulls than LeBron was to Miami.
Shut your face. That's your point.
Pushing against him, and he's more talented than LeBron.
think about playing with this motherfucker, man. I hate playing with this motherfucker on this level.
This is the same thing I just said about why Jokic won 24 and not 20. After this is what I'm telling you, Chill. You're screaming. Let me bring it down to one. How many spots are there? He's better. He was a lot of saying what you're doing. But real talk, he's a better player next season as well. Well, yeah, that's my whole argument.
LeBron was a better two-way player. So LeBron James, when he was on the court, just again, like the on-off stuff really does paint the picture for LeBron, clearly the MVP. His team was 9.4 points per 100 possessions better with him on the court. But when it came to Derrick Rose, their defense, which is what Chill, you're muted. The defense that was really the hallmark of that Chicago Bulls team in 2011, the defense got significantly better when Rose went to the bench. So in a lot of ways, Rose was the leading scorer on a really good team. LeBron James was clearly the best player. To make my point, Derrick Rose with him on the court, because the offense improved by 10 points per 100 possessions, they were only 2.1 points per 100 possession better with Rose on the court. That is like the lowest impact of any MVP ever that I can think of. It's impossibly bad. So it's just it is a narrative.
I mean, y'all are looking at like the advanced numbers, and I'm not even saying that's a bad thing, but I do think we're being a tad disrespectful to Derrick Rose. Yes, the Bulls have the best defense in the league, absolutely. They have the 11th ranked offense though in the league with a roster. I think we can all agree was definitely lacking in offensive talent. And even with them being the best defense in the league, people who are considered like their best defenders, like Joakim Noah, only played 48 games that year. Carlos Boozer, the second best offensive player on that team, only played 59 games that year. They still won 62 games. Like
my second best scorer is Luau Deng, and you got.
Like I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, the way y'all talk about these players, not as much as Chris Bosh.
No, I'm not disrespecting.
So that's again, that's the narrative right there. No, real talk. I'm not pushing against you. He just said Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade. That's a part of the narrative. You have too much help. That's the whole point. But you don't do that when it comes to other players. Go ahead, real talk. Go ahead, real talk.
Me and Chill's point, we never said that narrative isn't in the MVP award. We never said that. We just said it's not.
The worst starting center in the NBA. Can we talk about that?
Who? Joel Embiid.
Was he worse than Keith
Here's the opening.
Was he worse than Ronnie Brewer?
Ronnie Brewer was a good player. Why don't you want to make it a point, real talk? I want to hear real talk.
Joel Anthony was not a good player. Let's not.
No, the only point, right quick, real talk. The only point that we're making is that it's not a narrative award. The award's not centered around narrative. Now, you can sprinkle some narrative in there, and it can impact the award, but it is not a narrative award. You have to perform to get the MVP.
Yeah,
You have
but
to
also
perform
the
at a
narrative
high
is a
level.
big part of the conversation as well. The whole idea.
It's not as big as you performing. It wasn't.
But here's the problem with your argument. He didn't perform in the season better than LeBron. Like, I'm asking you, show me how. Because that's the thing. By the way, Ben, by the way, because that's a good way to frame it. Because now I want you. You're trying to prove to me why he's better than LeBron. What did he do better than LeBron in 2011?
Derrick Rose's play.
No.
Derrick Rose's play. Derrick Rose's play led his team to the number one team.
What did he do better than LeBron?
Can I answer the question?
No, you're not answering. You're reflecting.
Can I answer the question?
What did he do better than
Derrick Rose.
Answer the question. Go ahead.
Derrick Rose's play led his team to being the number one team in the Eastern Conference. Derrick Rose was that valuable to that team that he led them to be the number one team in the conference. You guys can say LeBron scored more. You guys can say LeBron rebounded more.
This is what LeBron does when he doesn't know how to answer.
Shut the fuck up. How are you gonna ask me a question? How are you gonna ask me a question?
Because you're not answering the question, Ron.
I'm answering the question.
Am I dumb? Tell me what he did.
We know what this. We move this one.
What I do know for a fact,
Answer the question. I'm trying to answer the question. You keep cutting me off, bro. Are you gonna let me answer the question?
Answer the question, Mark. Go ahead.
Are you and Penn gonna let me answer the
The question
question?
is directly, what did Derrick Rose do better
Or
than
you
LeBron?
guys gonna take those stupid hats off and let me answer the question? Y'all can't wear matching hats today. Are you gonna let me answer the question?
No, I want you to answer directly. Go ahead.
He also doesn't have to necessarily be directly better than LeBron to be MVP.
Thank you, real talk. Thank you.
Ekiwa sio causing trouble.
Go ahead, bro.
I just want to hear you say.
No,
I want to hear you say this.
I'm saying that Derrick Rose's play, the value that he had to his team, led them to the #1 seed in the conference. It led them to the #1 seed in the conference. LeBron had a better team with better players, and his play did not lead his team to being higher in the conference.
This is so
And so
dumb.
if y'all don't like that, because look,
So you think Devin Booker- wait,
can I answer the question? I'm not done making my take. Can I answer the fucking question?
Go ahead.
You guys want me to answer the question the way you want me to answer the question. Let me know, because if I don't answer it the way that you would like me to, you're gonna be a politician and say no, it's this. No, the point that I'm making is clearly he had more value to his team if he was able to lead a lesser team to more wins than LeBron. He didn't have a Dwayne Wade. He didn't have Eric Spoelstra. He didn't have Pat Riley. He didn't have Chris Bosh. He didn't have all those other players. He had the guys that he had, and he had a better record in the regular season. It's not about whether LeBron averaged more points or he was the better player. Derrick Rose, floor raise or ceiling raise, higher than LeBron. And that's what it is. That's why SGA won the MVP over Jokic last year. That's what it was. That's why Embiid won the MVP over Jokic. That's what it was. Y'all can say what y'all want to. That's what it was.
Jokic was in this conference and he was third. By the way, Ben, I want him to answer this question directly. Based on that same logic that you just spewed about leading your team to a better record, why did in 2021, why did CP3 that year, and then next year in 2022 with Devin Booker, why did they not win MVP doing the same thing you're talking about, leading their team to 64 wins that year? He averaged 27, 5, and 5 that year, by the way. Why did he not win MVP in 2022?
Devin Booker?
Yes.
Who won MVP?
It's been many years since your people visited. Sahel was devastated by your tourist disobedience.
I'm asking Ron, it's a question for Ron.
I also agree with Ron. I was making a
Oh,
point.
I'm feasting on everything.
So no, I'm gonna talk. So be quiet, sit back, relax, and enjoy your hangover. Nigga, that's like out on the shade. Sit back and relax.
I've never drunk anyway, so
Why is my refresh rate?
So Ron gets to not answer the question?
You hungover?
Dude, you don't listen to this. You don't see this in the chat. Ron, answer the question. He did answer the question. Ron, answer the question. Yeah, shut up. Look at Ron. Just hold it. You answer the question. You can answer the question, Ron.
Here is the problem. Stop bringing up Devin Booker and shit like that, knowing that Devin Booker also had just got Chris Paul added to that team, who was still one of the elite point guards in the league. To the fact that, let's go back to Derrick Rose in 2011. In 2011, Ben brought up the fact that, yes, they were damn near a plus 10 offensively with Derrick Rose on the court. They had a 110.9 offensive rating. That would have been damn near top 6, 7 offense in the league. Well, what was the top 7 offense in the league while he was in the court? They also still maintain, for those saying they won because of defense, they still maintained a 102 defensive rating with him on the court, which was still a top 3 to 5 defense that year as well. So eventually, with Derrick Rose on the court, minus Carlos Booker for several games, minus Joakim Noah, who missed a lot of that season, there was still basically a top 5 offense and defense when Derrick Rose was on the court that year. I'm not saying that I agree with LeBron James not winning the award. That's not what. But to sit here and act like Derrick Rose led a team to the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference with a LeBron James and Dwayne Wade over there. They won 60+ games. They had an elite season. He had players missing on their roster. They were a top 7 offense and defense with him on the court. That was a deserved MVP. It was.
Okay. All right, I got it. Now, all right, now I'll go ahead and move on. So the issue with Ron, you're still going to answer my question, by the way. By the way, No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Chill. I asked him a direct question about relative to now. No, he didn't. He did not answer the Devin Booker question. He didn't. Real Talk came into it a run, which is fine. That was my point. Ron has not answered that question. By the way, that same year that Real Talk is referencing, LeBron James had a 113 offensive rating, better than Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose, when he was on the court again, a 102.5 defensive rating. LeBron, when he was on the court again, 102.9 defensive rating with the worst defensive personnel. That's what happened. It was basically the same with a much better offense in the same season. That's the much better offense. I gave you that. I gave you that. I'm not done. Y'all don't get to do that. I shut up for Ron and Real Talk. I shut up for Ron and Real Talk. Real Talk. The issue is, to your point, that's fine. But guess what? The defense was damn near the same with the worst defensive personnel. LeBron was just a more impactful player all the way around that season. That's what I'm telling you, Real Talk. The offense was much better. The defense was damn near the same. That's the first thing. With the worst defensive personnel, to your point, better offensive player. I get you. That's why LeBron had a better offensive team, such as being a better offensive player. And then, this is what I want to understand. Because, Real Talk, you say Ron. Ron doesn't get to be saved. He made an argument for best team, best player. Why did Devin Booker not win the MVP in 2022 when they won 64 games?
I spoke to my attorney, Pastor Real Talk, and he said plead the fifth. So that's what I will do right about now at this time. I plead the fifth.
Wait. Hey, good talk. Good talk. Listening to your legal counsel. Hey, very interesting point to close out this segment, by the way. He brought up the fact that LeBron James was leading a better offense. I also just looked. LeBron James and Dwayne Wade on the court in 2011 had a 115.6 offensive rating. When LeBron James on the court and Dwayne Wade off, they had a 106.4 offensive rating. Right? Took a large hit. But do you know that Wade, without LeBron on the court that year, still hosted a 111 offensive rating? So actually, Dwayne Wade was leading better offenses.
Yeah, but this is the problem. We use the stats we want, and then we use our eyes. This is the issue with this. Because you don't actually think, based on their roles, that he's a better offensive player than LeBron. He wasn't asked to do the same thing that LeBron was. The lineup that LeBron played with was not Dwayne Wade. And then on top of that, by the way, we can do this, so we can keep going. Because the issue is, I asked Ron a direct question. He then said he wanted to pivot to his attorney, and he didn't have an argument to go back to. Fine. He doesn't want to do that. That's cool. There's no issue. You don't have an argument. You know you don't. That's why you decided that you wanted to nail on the conversation. The problem is that season. I'm looking at it right now. By the way, with Chris Bosh and LeBron off the floor with Dwayne Wade, they had a 102 offensive rating. With Wade and Bosh not on the floor with LeBron, they had a 111 offensive rating. So I don't know what you're looking at. What he's saying is that he had a much better player. Wait, that's what? Wait, go ahead. What did you say? I hear you. But I also noted already, Chill, the defense was the same. I said the defense was the same. Imagine that when I got a guy who literally just made the All-League defensive team a year. Wait. Literally. I had a guy he had better defensive personnel than Derrick Rose did. Derrick Rose. No, Chill. He had better defensive personnel than Derrick Rose. If you do your homework, Derrick Rose literally just missed the All-League.
Go do your homework, son.
Derrick Rose was the better defender than LeBron. LeBron was first in both defense. Say he was, but when I did say, why can you bring that up there? What does that have to do with the conversation? Because he was part of one of the reasons why they would have best. He was the worst defender in the starting. Going away. LeBron was the best defender on his team. The best on his team. And with him being the best defensive player on his team, he still wasn't one of the best defensive in the league. Wrong fluff. That makes no sense. Chill. If you have worse defensive personnel and Derrick Rose is surrounded by POA defenders and a rim protector that was the best in the game at the time, outside of Kevin Garnett, he had the best defensive ender in the sport. No, Derrick Rose is not responsible for the same thing defensively as LeBron James is. That's the problem with your argument. Derrick Rose is a POA defender. Fine. LeBron James was a rim protector, an outside defender, an off-ball defender, everything. He did everything for that team. What are you talking about? I'm not saying that.
So Shea Battier didn't exist?
He wasn't on offense either, though. That's the problem. He didn't have the same responsibility. So imagine me at that time in point guard heaven, because that's what point guards were running around at that time, because Derrick Rose was running around, Steph was running around, right? Kyrie Irving was letting Steph. Right. So with that being said, with Chris Paul was running around, Rondo was running around. What's that got to do with LeBron's defense? You know what? It doesn't have anything to do with LeBron's defense. LeBron guarded all these. What it does have to do with, it has to do with Derrick Rose being their point of attack defender. He wasn't their point of attack defender that season. LeBron though. Who was dealing with Chris Paul? Who was dealing with what? When we're seeing these dudes, who was dealing with them, Ron? Who was dealing with them, Spike? I can tell you who ain't dealing with them. Luol Deng was the best wing defender. Jokic ain't dealing with all of these dudes. That's why. Did you hear what I said? That's me. Jokic, Noah, Luol Deng were by far their best defenders, and Luol Deng was their POA defender. Who is dealing with Chris Paul? That's my man. Did you hear what I just said? It wasn't Derrick Rose. It wasn't Derrick Rose. Once again, who is dealing with Chris Paul? I just said it was Luol Deng. That's what I said. Who clearly was their best defender. What? Derrick Rose didn't take the primary matchups of those players. He didn't.
Derrick Rose wasn't going to Rajon?
No, bro, Rajon Rondo. Just Rajon Rondo. Yeah, so you know what? When it played versus Kobe, who was guarding Kobe? Who was guarding Kobe? Who was guarding Kobe? If we're doing that, who was guarding Kobe?
D-Wade.
D-Wade. I said for the Bulls, Jill.
Yeah, I said for Miami. I said for Miami.
So who was guarding Kobe on the Bulls, Jill?
Who's going to Kobe for Miami? Who's going to Kobe for Miami?
LeBron didn't touch any of these matchups. What's so bad about what you're saying? Derrick Rose didn't touch any of these primary assignments.
D-Wade was guarding Kobe.
So we're moving the goalpost again. Chill and asking about the Bulls. I said the Bulls. They didn't have Derrick Rose wasn't turning that over. He didn't.
We're being consistent.
They're not consistent. Derrick Rose is good. LeBron absolutely did it though. That's the problem.
D-Wade guarded Kobe.
Excuse me. So this is.
Wait, D-Wade didn't guard Kobe?
They both did, dog. Both of them did. When did LeBron run from a defensive matchup?
Kobe. That's why Shane Battier came over there, because he wasn't there initially.
You said Derrick Rose was the primary POA defender, and then they moved into the Heat.
Let's go back to. I want to go back to D-Rose. SWAT. I think. Okay. What if I told you this? I just looked at the top 5 MVP candidates for 2011, right? What if I told you that of the top 5, because the boy was top 5, of the top 5 MVP finalists between Derrick Rose, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard, and Kevin Durant. What if I told you that Derrick Rose had the biggest net rating as far as plus as an offensive player between the top 5?
Swing between.
Yeah, the biggest swing offensively.
Yeah, that would make sense. He's by far the best offensive player on the team.
Okay, so he had the biggest offensive swing, and like I said, they still maintain.
That's on off though. We don't on off is different.
They still maintain a 102 defensive rating within on the court. So he's the most impactful offensive player of the top 5 MVP candidates, and his team is still in elite defense when he's out there on the court.
So
again, I'm not saying.
I can do the same thing,
but you act like Derrick Rose.
But the Miami Heat defense was 7 points better with LeBron, though. So I can do the same thing the other way. It was 7 points better with LeBron.
What was?
The Miami Heat defense that year, without him, was a 107.
Nobody is arguing that Derrick Rose was not a better defender than James, because he wasn't. But was Derrick Rose more valuable to the Bulls' success than James was to the Miami Heat?
I'm saying the numbers are saying absolutely not. It's not. No.
Outside of the narrative. Outside of the narrative.
No, he was not. He was not more impactful than LeBron.
That won 20 more games. 22 more games. 21 more games. 21 more games.
The Heat missed the playoffs the year prior?
21 more. Yeah, they didn't miss the playoffs.
They didn't have LeBron James and Chris Bosh.
I hear you, but I'm also saying that we're doing this thing where only Derrick Rose gets the boost for how much better his team is. The team went to the final for LeBron next year, though. That matters.
That's why I want to leave out previous seasons, and I just want to talk about that season. They both were in the Eastern Conference.
Because that team that missed the playoff went to the final this year with LeBron touched it.
They did miss the playoffs in 2010, by the way.
And they lost in the first round, right?
They lost in the first round.
Sure, they lost in the first round.
But I mean, yes, right. Okay, you add LeBron James and Chris Bosh, that's going to totally flip the dynamic of your team in here. Like I didn't think nobody's arguing that. Like who would?
No, because LeBron, that's what I'm telling you. Like, so the reason why LeBron didn't win MVP that year, we've had this discussion when we were in Indy, by the way, too, show when we were in person. We did this whole thing. We're doing it again. LeBron that season All the stuff Penn brought up was a more impactful player, more impactful offensive player. He was more impactful defensive player. And then on the other end, he scored better, he playmate better, all the traditional stats, all the advanced stats, they all went LeBron. I'm saying, look, he got the boost, Derrick Rose, for improving that team to not even to bringing them to the #1 seed, to beating the Heat the most times, I think 3 times in the regular season, to winning 62 games. He got the boost for that. The problem is across the board. LeBron was a better, more impactful player.
For the ones that ride the smaller bus in the check, again, nobody up here is arguing that Derrick Rose is a better player than LeBron James. Nobody.
In 2011.
Nobody is. Everybody knows that LeBron James.
But real talk, to make sure we get this correct, they said that Derrick Rose was more impactful that season to his team than LeBron was. That's what they said. Those two to my.
I said more value. I said more value.
More value. Real talk. That's what I'm arguing at. I'm saying
when I think about a team, okay, you literally just brought up to us what did Derrick Rose do? What did Derrick Rose do? And better. Okay, well, he's a better distributor than you.
LeBron, much better playmaker that season. Much better. LeBron.
It's passing is only a part of playmaking. That's only a part of it.
LeBron was better passer than Derrick Rose.
Passing isn't the only part of playmaking. So let's
but LeBron was a better passer that season and playmaker.
So why did so if that's the case, then in 2022, why did Joker win the league MVP? Because he wasn't a better scorer than Joel Embiid.
He averaged. That's what I'm saying. We're gonna move this conversation to 22. Joker that season had one of the best scoring seasons of the 20.
You asked the question that you asked, the very correct question. What did he do better? Joel Embiid scored better than Joker.
He scored more points per game.
He was a better scorer than Joker in 2020.
Joker averaged 27, like +9 that season. What are you talking about?
Oh, yes. Most of them have been temporarily offline for a while.
But did you know what I said? Joker was like a +9 on 27 points per game. He averaged 14 rebounds a game and 8 assists a game. Yeah, that was literally.
Is it safe to use these laps now?
That's why.
Well,
and he carried that team to where they carried. It was just Joker.
And more
And Aaron
chances to
Gordon
drive
was
the
not
RJ
Aaron
away.
Gordon yet.
Having
Bill
these
Barnes,
labs
Paco
online
Campazzo,
again
they won
might
48
be a
games
good
that season
idea.
compared to what you
Go
said.
inside and
51
check your
games for
fit.
them when they got after they got James Harden. They were 16 and 9.
Scan the floor
After they had
at
James Harden,
and route power from the
Joker
inverters to
had
the
a
main
phenomenal
fuse box.
season. He was
The
again
same should
scoring
work with any
crazy
field lab around the western
rebounding, best
frontier.
in the world, and playmaking out of his mind. Also had the best defensive season that year. There were multiple reasons why Joker won that season.
Okay, you asked the question, what did he do better? And I told you that Joel Embiid scored.
He was scoring more points. Chill. You're gonna, but chill. But the problem is, if I ask you now, is Luka scoring better than Joker? You'll still say he's scoring better because he's scoring more points per game. You believe in points per game. He's not having a better scoring season now, just like Embiid didn't have a better scoring season then. I'm saying like I can keep doing this. You think points per game.
Wait. You think plus something at least is
All when you matter. Yes.
No, because if that doesn't matter. Yes, volume, but if I'm giving you more volume than your volume, then obviously, yeah, I'm not.
Did Embiid average? Just for context, did he average 29 that year, or was that 31 year? I don't remember, Joe. And that was 21-22. I think he averaged 21-22, something like that.
21, 22.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm asking.
I think he averaged 31 a game. I know he led the league in scoring. I do know that.
So he
He led the league, he averaged 30 to 3 a game.
Yeah, that was a 33 game season.
Yeah, 30.
Okay, and Jokic averaged how much?
27.
Okay, so that's a 6-point gap.
But I'm saying Luka's averaging 5. But this is why this conversation doesn't stick. Luka's averaging 5 more points than Joker.
Just because he averaged.
And it's not having
Okay, stop. No, I'm not going to let you spin the narrative like this.
It's not spinning. It's
Okay,
just true.
stop. Because my point isn't that the points per game is the end all be all. I'm countering your fact that all you do is bring up a +9 and then that accounts for somebody scoring 6 more points than you per game. That doesn't account for that either. Either one isn't the end all be all is what I'm saying. So
I don't think it's the end all be all either, but he has to be a nuanced question.
Somebody can definitely say in 21 that Embiid averaging 33 on very good efficiency himself.
Which he was, by the way.
Is having a better scoring season than Nikola Jokic, and the conversation doesn't end just because Nikola
I didn't say it ended though. He asked me a question. I gave him my opinion. That's why at the time I said what I said. So I think
Embiid was a better scorer that year. Like, come on.
No, to you. But again, that's the problem with you, Ron. That's the problem with you. You're a points per game person. I'm asking you. I can argue this more because here's the problem. Ron, the reason why you're not
never been a better scorer than Joel.
But again, this is what I'm saying. The reason why Ron is not
I'm
consistent.
consistent with that.
The reason why you're not consistent is Jokic in the last 6 years is scoring at a higher rate and more efficiently in the playoff than anybody in the league. Anybody.
Okay, well,
you won't say you won't say he's the best scorer in the league.
No.
But you won't say he's the best scorer in the league.
No, if you want to put context to it, and if you want to bend the conversation and move the goalposts and say, oh, in this one playoff series, yada yada yada.
Not one, no, 6 years. 6 years. I said 6 years. I said 6 years.
This is not small. Yeah. They both take jump shots. They both play the center position. They both have elite guards. You know,
Let me run
around
them.
them.
No, there's no reason to run the pole because again, they're gonna run. No, this is what I'm saying, Ron.
You get off that pole. No, you get off that pole and let me run this pole.
I'm cool. I'm cool arguing with you. You have good context. That's fair. I'm saying what Ron is doing.
I've done it. The field goal is
And
active.
you know that one thing that they be doing on the pole when they hit top and they do a spin around me? Then they drop down and run.
They can make a saving argument. I don't make good arguments. And you just run. Then when you get pressed, you then say like Warrior said not to talk. You should have talked from the beginning, but you lose every time. That's the whole point. The less talking you do, the better you look. The more talking you got, the better you lose.
Back to my MTL, huh?
Is that I'm good. And guess what? And guess what? Imtel, great shot to Imtel. You did it. And when Ron came out there with the pyrotechnics, with glasses on, and they lost, got out in the first round.
MTL shoved you in that hole and closed the door.
And guess what, Ron? And guess what? And by the way, real talk, we're still waiting.
Well, and you lost. I don't know, like, what? That's not
We
even.
played, no, time out. We played teams, right? If I'm not mistaken, real talk, I seen you twice. I went 1-on-1 with you.
That was.
Swipe, I seen you twice. I went 1-on-1 with
No,
you.
you did not.
I seen
You
you.
did not.
Can you hear
You
me?
did not. But we can move on. We
I
can move on.
I seen Intel twice. I went 1-on-1 with Intel. So I gave each of y'all a bucket. Y'all each gave me a bucket. However, when y'all played in the championship and all had to go toe-to-toe, head-to-head, mano-a-mano, Intel packed both defenses up, especially you.
That's what happened. I agree.
I mean, if you really talk about the PCL, you want to talk about true shooting. I had the highest true shooting on the PCL by far. Efficiency-wise, it was me and only me. I'm in a league of my own.
I didn't have one shot against Oxford.
No. I just didn't have any reviews left because the ball was
Hey, I'm
still
gonna
in
put
the
an
lights.
amendment, by the way. I'm gonna put an amendment in the panel. We're
You don't have the power to make all
Okay, it's a democracy. We're gonna vote. We're gonna vote on the amendment. I'm proposing an amendment. Ron is no longer allowed to shift conversations to other people being their lawyer when he's in the middle of getting fried himself. You're in the middle of getting fried.
No, you can't.
By the way,
take away a man's rights with legal
Real talk will actually bring me substantive points. Ron made a point about the best player on best team winning MVP. I then asked him about Devin Booker. He gave me no response at all. Because he knew that conversation.
I swiped it for a second.
I don't want Ron. If we're doing
Stop yelling. No, we're not. You're not being consistent, Swipe.
I'm calling out Ron.
Okay, you've been yelling for 2 straight hours. God damn. Nigga, you've been yelling for 2 straight hours. What I'm saying is you can't say this is a democracy and then try to strip a man of his right to legal counsel. What are you talking about? If you want to defer to your legal counsel, you have every right to do that. Swiper. You have the right to waive your legal counsel. Swiper, what I'm saying is, this is America.
With that being said, real quick, Swiper, when you listen to me, Swiper thinks that I think in the back. Because you lead the league in scoring, that doesn't mean that you're not the best scorer in the game. But it doesn't mean that you are neither. So there's like, you'll hear, and I care about points per game. You know why I care about points per game? Because sometimes the best scorer in the league leads the league in scoring. Yeah, that's why I say, so I agree, sometimes it is. But you don't, but the reason why I asked the question though is to follow up with the logic. Because I think, real talk, I'm leaving real talk out of this. But chill, you don't think Luka's been a better scorer this year than Jokic? You don't. I don't think you do, at least. Like I don't think you do at all, actually. So like obviously he's not ever
Boy in a boy's place.
I don't think that.
Get that boy out of grown man conversation.
Wait, what'd you say, Joe? I don't think that Luka is. I think Luka has been a less of a scorer. I've always thought he was better. I'm saying, you think Joker's been a better scorer this year, though? Well, this year, I think Joker's been more efficient. I've always thought that Luka's been a better scorer. Always been.
You know what, fellas? You know what, Chill? You know what? It's
talking about.
We've done a lot of debating about who's the best scorer.
Yeah.
As of right now in 2026. Well,
Wait, Ron, before you go to that, Ron. Before you go to that, because I
stop talking and get to it.
Let's definitely get to it. This isn't gonna take long. This is gonna take me a couple seconds. Believe you me. I just want to say that I didn't get to say this because obviously Swiper was kicking it with Michael Irvin last night in DFW.
100%.
Bugging right there. So I didn't get a chance to jump in there. I just want to say that all of you guys are wrong, and clearly, you guys will never give my man credit for the amazing season he had in 2010, 2011. But we all know nobody was doing the carry job the way Amari Stoudemire was doing the carry job that season. I just want to put that out there. If it wasn't for Carmelo Anthony coming over there and ruining things for Amari, things would have been a lot better. I just want to put that out there, and let's move on to the list.
Really having Amari Stoudemire conversations.
Why is that funny? That's not even funny. He was balling. Look. Well, first of all, I'm not even tripping. I'm not even here to say he was MVP. I'm not even doing it. I'm just saying, put a little respect on my man's name. He was going crazy. 26 and 8 back in 2010. That meant something.
And Big Ox, what you believe? He leaves Steve Nash in Phoenix, and all of a sudden he's in MVP conversations. The conversations he should have been in all along.
I didn't bring that up.
I said that. And I didn't bring that up to him. I just brought it up.
It's not hate on Steve Nash.
No bitch. Shit.
That's a rhetorical question. I would like to get into this.
It's a rhetorical question, but those numbers don't mean what you think those numbers mean. If you just listen to Pinches, if you listen to Pinches, you have to say those numbers will be national. But that's like Steve Nash was amazing. He wasn't making
Swiper,
right?
And Swiper, Devin Booker deserved that MVP that year. But, however, let's get into the top 10 scores in 2026. Let's get into it, y'all. Before we get into the top 10, we have some honorable mentions. So let's go ahead and shout out to people who got votes, but they didn't quite make the list. They didn't quite make it there. Let's shout out to all the jokers who fell just outside of the top 10.
No way.
But you looky here. We have Kawhi Leonard, Austin Reeves, James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Cade Cunningham.
This is honorable mention?
Yeah. Oh God.
Who's responsible? Chill. What was your top? Chill. What was your top?
I ain't got nothing to do with this. I ain't got nothing to do with this. I ain't got nothing to do with this.
I mean, Kawhi definitely wasn't on my list at the time. But you know, he's been moving lately. I know we were doing like this season.
Oh, we got a new
It
fucking
was
game.
this
In general.
Right now. You should have asked me. I would have clarified for you.
I gotta just get like this. I gotta just get like over this season. Y'all just got KD on the list. No KD. I just looked. I didn't have KD on my list.
He was eighth.
Yeah, I was tripping with that. I was third on my list.
Fuck, bitch. Over here,
Can't make mine. Can't make mine.
So
nigga.
you got the answer
My
to the
fault.
question.
That's my fault. Okay.
Swiper, you had KD on your list?
Aren't you a Houston guy?
I know. Yeah, this makes it even worse. But
Oh my God.
yeah, I was just so got lucky.
Did anybody have Austin Reeves on their list?
I had him 10th.
Niggas flying?
Chill, when you make your list now, number one.
No, I have
Fuck.
You got James Harden on the list? I did.
But you did have one. You think Harden's a better scorer than Warren?
What?
You think Harden's a better scorer than Warren?
I don't. But James, I mean, Harden was playing at the time, so James,
that makes sense.
Kawhi.
Yo, y'all not finna do this. We just turned these lists in 3 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah, cocksucker.
I don't care. That's some bullshit sniper trying to convince you up.
No, he ain't could be. I'm open for it. This is Garrett more points than somebody. That does not mean you're a better scorer. That does not mean that.
All right,
Hey,
what's
what's Kawhi's true shooting this season?
It's 100.
All right, let's dive into it. The top 10, and we are going to start at number 10. We have Jaylen Brown at number 10.
That's not high enough. The best shooting guard in the NBA cannot be number 10. He's the second best. So,
Ox, to answer your question, 63.
Sure, you didn't have Jaylen Brown on your list?
63% true shooting. That's the answer.
that's good, right?
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's really good.
That's actually, hold on, am I correct? That's career high. That's a career high. 62.3 would be a career high. That's crazy.
Y'all some sorry.
So,
Hey, let me tell y'all something. Hawk is a fucking national treasure, y'all. I love that. That's my new one. You watch your so-and-so. It's
yo, so as a Jaylen Brown, there were a couple lists he did make, but Jaylen Brown peaked as high as 5 with Suns. So there was some discrepancies. With Jaylen Brown, but
Who are these idiots who didn't put Jaylen Brown in their top 10? Me. There we go.
Oh, we know you did it.
oh yeah, there's
I don't hate Jaylen Brown.
I'm not gonna lie, Jaylen Brown not being in your top 10 scores this season is kind of crazy.
What's worse, me not putting Jaylen Brown in
not as bad as not
top 10?
putting Kevin Durant on the list.
Oh shit.
Jaylen Brown,
He has not actually. I'm considering that Kevin Durant doesn't have any number one positive offense better than one. He's shooting 50, 49, 25.
Low bitch.
No, you didn't hear what I said. I said, yeah. Well, no,
Holy fuck.
stupid basketball guys. I'll leave it alone.
If I can redo my list.
Yeah, Kevin Durant's great. I think he should be on the list. I have 5. I think I have a 7.
Come on.
shout out KD. He's always been a great scorer. But this season,
I got Brown number 2.
I just believe this season Jaylen Brown scoring better than KD.
Turn around,
Shout out to
nigga.
KD. He's always been a great scorer.
Yeah, ass bitch.
Absolutely. All right, we have Jaylen Brown universally just laugh Devin Booker. Is he just better than D Booker? No, real talk. He can't go.
Devin Booker's not having a great season, so I think he's slid a little
I mean, this is the second season in a row we're saying that Devin Booker.
I don't think he was better than him last year. Sound like you about fed up with this. Real talk. That's what it sounds like.
No, I'm just saying, like, if he's yet again, we're saying Devin Booker's not having the greatest season, and Jaylen Brown is now playing how he's playing. I mean,
I think Devin Booker was good last year, personally.
he was good. He wasn't Devin Booker.
I think his shooting splits will go up too. I think I'll play a little more efficiently. I think I'll start making more shots. But I mean, the thing that I do got to give people discredit with is he's over there competing and he's leading a competitive team. He's leading the team that don't got no business being where they're at. And Drench was the only one who gave the Suns credit for being a halfway decent team. So I got to give people discredit that. But it's the same thing with Jaylen Brown too.
Yeah, that's what I like about the Suns. They defend and they compete. I like the players over there.
All right, fellas. But next up at number 9. So at 10 we had Jaylen Brown. At number 9 we have Stephen Curry.
He was on my list.
Oh my gosh.
I had him 9th, so perfect.
That's interesting. Steph Curry is criminally underrated. I think that's just kind of the conversation on stuff.
I had him 8th.
I had him 6.
Shout out to
Steph Curry's close to 5 to 10 this year.
I had Steph at 6.
Yeah, I had him at 6.
I think people are just kind of, I feel like Steph is stuck in a little bit of a situation where just not a lot of eyes on him right now, and I think it's a lot of it is people are just kind of unaware of obviously the responsibility and stuff that he has right now, but he's averaging
30 a game.
Yeah, 30 a game right now. He's shooting, how many threes a game is he shooting? He's shooting
Oh, he leads the league, doesn't he?
12 threes a game, 40%, and then has a horrible offensive situation that he's in right now too.
But it's not underrated Curry to have him like 8th or 7th.
Well, I need to see the names ahead of him. You know what I mean? That's
yeah, it's been amazing. It's been some amazing scoring going on this year.
All right, well, next up, at number 8, we have Tyrese Maxey.
Curious to see who's ahead of him.
See, I have Maxey. I have Curry 8, Maxey 9 for me.
But my list is cooked.
I had Maxey 6th.
My list is destroyed. He's fallen off a little bit, but I did give him credit for how he started.
On my fault, I had Maxey 10. I had David Brown.
Over the last 15 games, the Sixers have the worst fourth quarter offense in the league. Throw that up there.
It's been a rut.
Yeah, I said that when we were talking about that Memphis game, that like that in the fourth quarter, their half-court offense is very got very shaky.
We're soon to get him off the floor with the feed comment from Chill. That's probably gonna happen at some point because Tyrese Maxey this year,
Oh, bet, bitch.
Get an opportunity to have like
Oh,
a
bet.
free reign. Not have to worry about particular somebody in front of him.
Thank you for these gifts.
Sean Maxwell.
It was a big toss-up with me between Steph Curry and Tyrese Maxey. I'm actually running a poll right now. I want you guys to talk to us and let us know who do you actually think is the better scorer between Steph Curry and Tyrese Maxey. Because I was going back and forth. That was going to vote my list. Ultimately, I ended up going with Steph over him, but I think Maxey has an argument to be closer to the top 5 this year.
Yeah, he definitely gets better. Score.
I'm not saying he's top 5. I said he has an argument to be closer than what he is.
Which is crazy to me because I ain't even had him on my list, and that's nuts. You didn't have KD or Maxey? I had KD on the list. Oh.
He said he had KD 3rd.
Yeah, I got KD. I got KD on most. Shout out love. The fact that I didn't have him on the list. See, I definitely. I got to jump into stuff on that because scoring lists are hard to do.
Well, next at number 7, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That's where I had Giannis at 7. Yeah. Damn. Well,
Are there 6 better scorers than Giannis?
No, but I will say, yeah, that's my fault.
What's your
Giannis at 5?
What's your fault?
Yeah, I had him at 6.
Yeah, I know somebody
I sent you the wrong edition. My bad. I didn't have Giannis on the list. It's my bad. You'd be a 4th year right now.
I didn't have him on my list either.
Yeah, that's my bad. It was the injuries. That's a great.
Yeah, he accidentally.
No, I mean, I did. He asked me.
Yeah, no, I believe you.
Yeah, that's my bad. I would have that 4 though.
What's your excuse? Same thing? Forgot to put him on there? Wrong edition?
No. I have no.
No intellectual curiosity?
I have plenty.
Short bus?
How in God's name is Giannis not a top 10 scorer in the league?
But he's 4.
How is he not a top 5 scorer?
No, Ben. Yeah.
How is he not a top 5 scorer?
He's a better scorer than Kawhi Leonard according to y'all. Because Kawhi ain't on this list.
Yeah. And so
We're not. No. Where? Penn.
I mean, he's a better scorer than Brown. There's a lot of good. I think he had better fucking game.
You didn't put Brown on this list too?
Yeah. I think he had
There's no way you have 10 better scorers than Giannis. No way.
Yeah, we'll talk on that. That's my bad. I deserve slaps on the wrist for that, bro. So I apologize.
I'm standing on it.
Can we get an explanation?
It's a top 10 list I had 10 people that I thought were better scorers.
No, that's what you did. Number one, that's what you did.
That is what you did.
Oh, because he can't shoot outside of around the rim. Actually, his
Why
shooting,
doesn't
he's
he have
shooting 39%
dunk for 30?
That's crazy. Yeah, he's shooting almost 40%.
If I can just dunk for 30.
He's having a pretty awful mid-range.
Was Shaq ever a top 5
He's
scorer in the
having
league?
66 true shooting.
Was Shaq ever
In
He's
20 games.
still one of the most efficient players in the league.
was
It is a that's what it is.
Was Shaq ever a top
Ron,
5
you
scorer?
are most nasty up here.
That's
The McNasty brothers, you and Ben.
yeah, was Shaq ever a top 10 scorer in the league?
I'm wondering that. Was Shaq ever a top 10 scorer in the league, Ben?
Of course.
Giannis ain't Shaq.
Let's just move on. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, Shaq said that that's Giannis. Well, hey, guess what, Ron? What we can do, we can make amends when we get to the end, and then we'll get Giannis in his rightful place. It's 7 straight.
Swipe it. The list is already posted.
I know. But we can make it. That's great.
7. That's why I had my 7.
7 is pretty nasty.
At
See the name tag.
number 6, we got Anthony Edwards.
No, that's about where he needs to be based on the other names. But I think he's been. I would amend it. But yeah, Giannis. So you
I had Ant at 9.
Wait.
Yeah, he's having a great scoring season, but he definitely had, shout Ant.
He's definitely playing.
No, I'm with you. I think Ant's.
I just realized.
I'm running into him with the other guards. It's kind of where I was struggling.
I'm just realizing I only put one day in my entire house. I ran put all wings and guards.
Okay, I mean, well, there's more some of the explanation we're asking for. But Ant has been a better scorer
Then Maxey, he's a better scorer than Maxey, sure.
definitely been a better scorer than Max.
Has he been a better bucket getter than Curry? That's hard. That's hard.
Yes. Better
No, but we gotta incorporate all these No, I watched every criminal game for the whole time. That's not a good Ross with Denver. I'm telling you. That like he deserves a lot of credit for that. But I also, since we're just to be fair real talk, they have better offense than they often do. So they have I'm not saying he's better offensive player, but he's a lot of offensive talent. That's what I'm saying.
Jesus.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's it.
Oh,
I also
shit, niggas behind? Holy fuck.
Tim, he's best free throw shooter.
Real talk. Where'd you have him?
Damn. What's going on, gang? Shit, what the fuck is that, man?
I had Mitchell Forrest.
Yeah, that's tough. And I definitely this some guys I did this
Them bitches hitting hard.
mid-range this year, shooting 39% of a bumper break 3, which is my most goals by the way. He's having a great score.
4 games ago. See how you had to go to a game 4 games ago? See how dumb he looked? Like, yeah, he's a jump shooter. He's going to have some off games. That doesn't negate any facts about how great he's scoring this year. And the Anthony Edwards' inconsistent narrative is so dumb. If you look at Anthony Edwards this year, he's just going to all I'm pretty sure.
49.9.
But not even that. Is what I'm saying. Let me see. And this year he played 27 games. Right? You obviously know that Anthony also a high volume 3-point shooter. So if you look at games where he's played 27 games. Games in which he shot 45% or better from the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. Okay, 20 of the 27 games. How was that inconsistent? And two of the games where he didn't. One of them was he left the game early where he was 2 for 5 from the deal. That's the game he got hurt, right? And then another one of the games where he was below 45% was the first game back.
Yeah, I apologize. It's 19, so 19 games. But yeah.
Yeah,
Last night,
That's pretty consistent.
like the 7 for 23 thing. We could shut that down. Last 5 games: 10 for 18, 9 for 13, 10 for 22, 14 for 25, 15 for 27.
Yeah, shout out Ant, man. He's crazy. That's a crazy player, bro. He should have been first team All NBA last year. He might make it this year again too. But shout out Ant. He's going crazy.
I think it's just because he's had some really high variance 3-point shooting games. Like he had an 0 for 8, 1 for 8, 1 for 7, 1 for 7, 2 for 11.
Well, he just had a 5 for 14 game.
From 3?
Yeah, from 3. He just had a 5 for 14. Hey, man, 37% from 3. That's league average. Not bad. That's not all that, man. At all. Shout out.
All right, well, next up, we have at number 5, Jalen Brunson.
That's what I got.
39.5 or something.
Is JB a top
So what?
5 scorer?
Is it 39?
Yes.
I had him at 5th.
That's what I had him at 5.
Yeah, I had him at what is that? 10? I had him at 8.
I think Cat has really struggled in this Knicks offense more than Jalen Brunson has been productive. Because Jalen Brunson, with the ball in his hands, he seems to be more comfortable having the ball in his hands less. Because there's a lot more space and a lot more guys moving. Cat seems to want to operate in that pick and pop, pick and dive with Jalen. And because they play so fast, a lot of Jalen Brunson stuff is catch and shoot. So we don't really get into that action. Which Cat should drive in that. Catch and shoot? Yeah, he well, when I say catch and shoot, I mean, like, I think Jalen Brunson, just like Champagne loves
Too close, man.
the left wing, the break on the left wing. I think Jalen Brunson loves that right wing, the break on the right wing. He loves that. And he's really good over there. But catch and shoot is the word I'm looking for. Like I meant to say, in transition, when he comes across half court, he's really looking to get to that break on the right wing. You know what I mean? And it's like one dribble, and it's going up. Like, it's not a lot of, like it was in seasons past where he had the ball in his hand and he pounded the basketball and the shot clock in front. No, it's a lot of quick stuff. There's a lot of quick stuff this season, and it's more productive. From what I've seen.
Yes.
Yeah, he's scoring a lot in the paint this year, restricted and non-restricted. He's 42% from like the mid-range area,
Have some of mine.
60% from like the short mid-range. But the pull-up, he takes a lot of pull-up threes. He's not the best pull-up three-point shooter. It's probably taking some of his numbers down, but it's just kind of the way their offense works. But he's also creating, like in terms of just his isolations and assists and all that. I think he's 87th percentile. Like he creates barely often,
Thank
just
you
not
for
super
these
efficient on it this year. But man, he's having a great season, man. Honestly, chill. When you're doing these guards, it's like pick your poison again, bro. It's kind of hard to do guards, bro. Not gonna lie to you, bro.
Real talk, what's the gap between him and Anthony Edwards in the ball?
Oh, no, nobody
Look up.
besides Jay is like, is
Clear with everybody.
yeah, clear and Jalen Brunson. Yeah. Y'all know how I feel about Jalen.
Bitch.
I've already said, I think he's the greatest. I think he's the greatest 6'2" and below scorer we've ever seen in the league. So, Jalen Brunson is.
Hey, Steph Curry 6'2" and a half.
So he does
Greatest ever?
Yeah, 6'2" below scorer. Yeah.
That includes
Allen
Allen
Iverson?
Iverson. That includes Allen
Yeah.
Iverson.
Including Allen Iverson.
That's tough, brother. That's a tough one, brother.
I think Jalen Brunson.
I'm talking Oscar, chill.
I see sports. Well, he played in 71, so it's really like 6'2", so.
He was over that.
All right, we can move on to the next. We got to get to the top of this rock. We got to make some commitments. Shout out.
Next up, we have Donovan Mitchell at number 4.
Respect Mitch.
Respect Big Mitch. Respect Big Mitch.
Donovan Mitchell at number 4.
Where did you have him, Joe?
8.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm higher on Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, I'm higher.
No, you're not. You're not actually. I should have.
4 is higher than 8, Joe.
Yeah, 100%. I should 4 too. I actually should have gone with my gut, and I wanted to put him at 3, but I'm thinking about how good KD is as a bucket getter. Not thinking about like this season. I want to put Donovan Mitchell in the top 3 this year. Yes, I wanted to do that, but I'm thinking about KD, and I also screwed up on this too because I'm thinking about Luka and the scorer that he can be, not the scorer that he is right now. That's why I screwed up on this.
No,
sir. So real talk.
I definitely think Donovan Mitchell. I should have put him higher on my list. I think Donovan Mitchell.
I did not. I almost put Murray on my list, but I didn't.
No lower than 5, and I should have done that. And I screwed that up. That's my fault. Y'all know how I feel about him.
Donovan Mitchell is without a doubt scoring the ball better than Luka Doncic.
Is he scoring better than Steph?
I would say so.
Who, Mitch?
D-Mitch.
Yeah, Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah, that's the tough thing, man. It's just, I mean, I put him ahead of Steph, but like, they're in the same ballpark.
It's a lot of toss-ups. For me, the biggest toss-ups was between Steph, Donovan Mitchell, Tyrese Maxey, and Jalen Brunson. I went back and forth between those four for a few minutes. It took me a while to sort that out. That was the most difficult thing for me.
Well, I'm having a lot of difficulty understanding how the hell my top 5 became PC's top 5 because I have verbatim, that's my top 5.
You have Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell.
Yep, and the next 3.
Did you make the list?
Pretty much did. That's really what's happening around here.
See who really does have the authority around here. All right, well,
Someone's approaching us.
next up we have Nikola Jokic at 3. Not
At
sure.
3?
I had him at 4, so.
I have that 3.
Or
Yeah, I had him at 4. Real talk, what you
Welcome.
like? This dude is a bucket getter. What are you doing? No, he's a bucket getter.
I'm saying he's top 2.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I had him at 4. So, by the way, this season,
I had him at
he's shooting
Left
75%
the
from
branches
the rim,
above.
58 from mid-range, 43 from 3, and he's one of the best ISO scorers and the best post scorer in the league going away by far. So I really, he has the most 50 balls in the league too this year. That's interesting, but I know this is how narratives work. But I don't know how this shit at all. Stop the narrative. I mean, it has to be. No, it's the way he scored. No, it is the way he scored. That's what's getting penalized for.
It's not the way he scores, right? But
Was he on your list?
Of course, he was on my list.
Where was he on your list?
we're at big guy. Where's it at? Hey, big guy. Yeah.
So and so.
Oh, okay.
Ron, you have one.
I have the list. We're asking big guys. Where do you have it?
Oh, you sneaky fuck.
Ron, expose him.
Please.
Expose him. Where did he have Jokic?
Who all is in favor of me telling where big guys at?
So y'all
It's like you don't care.
Y'all just gonna abuse my rights?
Yeah, please,
That's what we doing. We listen to who you voted for, Ox. Your voting rights is out the window. No more privacy. You gotta tell us who you voted for.
Crazy. The whole time I'm here defending this because I thought we were in the nation. Oh,
Matter of fact,
Lord,
I'm taking my jab. No, I don't want my rights violated either. So no, I don't want to show that. No, I don't.
Well, it's still 3 of us up here. That's 50%. That's close to majority than not majority. So, big guys. Big guys. It looks like you had Tyrese Maxey, Steph Curry at 9.
I didn't have to. Remember, I had to switch.
Why would you just read my whole list down and you ain't read everybody else on it? What's going on?
So, like I was saying, big guys, you had Giannis at 10. Big guys, you had Giannis at 10. Steph at 9. Nikola Jokic at 8.
There you go.
Fuck, I was supposed to know the puller.
Why the heck?
It's not about me hard, and it wasn't all said. I'm just like, well, I read my whole list, not everybody else. I just don't like what I'm saying. I like
You got Jalen Brown as a better scorer than Nikola?
absolutely. I do.
KD was in overtime.
God bless.
Okay, I don't think you get to talk here too, brother. Respect.
Why don't I get to talk?
You know,
We're gonna get to this in a second. Go ahead.
it was.
You don't have to watch Jalen Brown or Giannis.
Yeah, you are missing a lot of.
On top of that, Giannis a better
That's my
scorer than
top
Jokic.
5 ended up being PC's top 5. Guess I'm part of
No, he isn't. Ron,
Yes, he is.
the hell?
Giannis
No,
is
he
a
is
better
not.
scorer than Jokic.
Giannis is not a better scorer than Joker. No, he is not.
Oh, shh.
My thing, but this is my whole point though, y'all. I just want to say this. I don't really care or know which one of these top 10 scorers is a better scorer than the other one, and neither do y'all. Okay,
So as long as I got them on the list, that's all that matters. On any given night, any of these dudes is a better scorer than the other one. And y'all want to sit up here and pretend like y'all just know this is how it goes, brother. This is how it goes. What? Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh man, just put them on the list and be happy with it.
Nice hope.